Hi, Cheryl. You know how it goes. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. What I'm going to do first is a love spread before you and your husband. And the reason why I chose the love spread is because I feel like I'll be able to get, because one side is what you think of your relationship and the other side is what he thinks of the relationship. And I feel like you wanted to know what he was thinking. So I thought that would be a good spread. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay? Oh, I got to put the spread up. Yes. It's still going. So wait, let me show you. The underlining of the love spread is the strength card. So there's a strength here. Okay? How you feel about the relationship? Like, I don't know. There's like you're standing your ground on something, right? So there's something that you're standing your ground on. And how he feels is the unknown card. So I guess he feels like it's up in the air, like he doesn't know what's going on. Like it's the unknown card is like I don't know what's going on, right? Um, See, this is supposed to be what's bringing you together, and it's the worry card, right? So this is the connection card, what brings you two together. I don't know if you both worry at the same time, or you know what I'm saying, or they tell me to say you have a hard time getting along, right? The fourth card is the strength card in the relationship, right? So this is what maintain the relationship is that it's very fast paced, right? Everything is go 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 go. So we don't have time to sit and focus on what's really going on here, right? what's the weakness in the relationship is that you're in your head. So there's a lot of fear on both sides. There's a lot of fear, right? Going over and over in your head, different scenarios, different things like that. So that's part of it as well, right? And the true love card, right, identifies the relationship can be successful if it also highlights areas need to be addressed, right? So I feel like I got the Page of Swords. And that's not a bad card to get, because as long as you guys are adventurous, right, and willing to travel, because that's what this is. This is about taking chances, taking risks. This is really about expanding the mind. So as long as y'all together can expand the mind, both of y'all need to be open-minded, right? Then everything should be okay, right? So it's not saying that it's a bad thing. I say the worrying, y'all got to stop worrying. There's a lot of worrying and anxiety and stress, right? And I don't know if you've been hurt in past relationships, so you both were, or it just, but it's a strong relationship. I feel that there's love there, right? So now we're going to do a full spread for you. So in the center of the reading is the Nine of Wands, right? And that's going over the same scenario with different people, right? And it's about you starting to take notice and say, wait a minute, this just keeps happening. And it's because the red flags, you don't see them, right? Or even when you see them, you just ignore them. And then, you know what I'm saying, later on, you realize that all these people gave you red flags, right? That this was a repetitive situation. So now it's time for you. This card is about you making an assessment and understanding that if you see these red flags, you in this relationship before you start to love them or really care about them, because then it makes it so difficult. And I feel like you're up nights, you're not sleeping, right? Because this is the Nine of Swords, right? So you're not getting the rest that you're supposed to get, right? When you have the Nine of Swords, it's about anxiety, worry, right? And it's also about not having the time during the day to think of your problems so that you're not up at night. So the day is so busy that you can't even get a minute to sit alone and think and say, "Ooh, what's going on with me and how do I fix it?" So I feel like, I tell a lot of people, you go outside during lunchtime and you eat in your car by yourself and take that break away from everything. Take that moment of silence, you know what I'm saying, to collect yourself, right? So 6 months or more, right, ago, right, it says that you're moving, Six of Swords. So I feel like this is around the time that you figured out that you were moving, or this is Six of Swords is moving, it's traveling, right? When you see she's leaving the past behind, she's going forward, right? So in the recent past is, of course, the new money, so that's the new job, right? So the underlining of the reading is, I do feel there's a sense of balance because you have the Justice card, right? So there is a sense of balance here, right? At the top of the reading, though, the Ten of Cups, which is family love, which is a nice family environment. It's the epitome of love. It's children, husband, everything. So it's upside down. So I feel like the family dynamic, is not at its best at this current time, right? So in the future, right, is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is about steal. See how he looks like he's stealing? It's like steal away. I always say it's like you taking everything that you can just grab in your hand and just go, right? It's that kind of a steal away. This is the card that is about you feeling like, fuck, they won't tell me that. That's it. They won't let me say the other one. So they're saying they feel like this is what's going to happen in your future. You just grabbing what you can and running with it. So I don't know what that means. Maybe you will. Okay. In the fierce position here is the Knight of Wands, right? So the Knight of Wands takes off on when the king yells charge for war. He just takes off because he feels he's creative enough, right? He thinks he got what it takes. So he's not worried about it. He's just going to take off. And I feel that this is the energy that you fear. Yeah. Like you want to jump out and do that creative thing, like you want to move forward and just based on your ability, and I think you may have a fear of doing that, right? How the outside world sees you, right, is the Ace of Cups. So they feel like it's, that you have love coming from all over, right? Because, this is not just a new love relationship. It's also, it's a can be a new friendship. It can be, any kind of new love coming in, like family members you haven't seen in a while showing their love and appreciation, however it may be, right? This is in a hopes and fears position, right? A hope and a fear at the same time. So we have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is about physical rest, taking a break. Like, am I ever going to have time to sleep? I hope I have time to sleep, but I fear that I may not. You got to make the time, girl. You got to sleep. That's important. That helps you stay balanced. So the outcome card is the Hierophant and the Page of Wands, right? So I feel like there is a need. So this card is about spirituality. It's about organized religion, right? They said there's a need for spirituality, right? And that, and this is a new passion, right? This is a new passion and energy, but you got your back turned to the spiritual side. So I feel like maybe they want you to look more into that. Yes, they say yes. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 more cards, Cheryl, for right now, this moment. So I feel like you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. So maybe, I feel that the Ten of Pentacles is what you're in, it's financial happiness. It's the physical happiness. Not the emotional happiness, but the physical happiness of, being financially secure. And the Page of Pentacles is being cautious, right? So you feel like you're being cautious and you're moving towards, as you deal with the sorrow, you know what I'm saying? I think it's the sorrow maybe of leaving home, right? So you're dealing with the sorrow as best you can, but you being cautious about it, taking your time. Hold on 1 second. I have to go back to your questions. Let's see. So they're telling me your husband wants to live wherever you live. He wants to be with you. That's what they're telling me. They said he's just confused as to how you guys are going to make it work. Okay. No other question. They're saying yes, you should have moved. They said it's going to be the best thing for your family. They said good choice. Okay? Good luck. Bye. Uh-oh.